Hey guys, it's your boy Malik on Fleet 3.0. We're back at it with Madden 19 Fantasy Draft. We're walking with the London Black Knights. We're 5-1 after we destroyed the last team we just played. And it was the Green Bay Packers. If I remember correctly, yeah, it was them. We beat them. Now we're facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Our offense surprisingly did great. They did great, especially Christian McCaffrey. He had 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. That was great. I mean, Alvin Kamara, he also did good, but he didn't. He only scored one time.
Gordon's got the ground game. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they get set to square off against our home team. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners.
Let's get it started.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30.
Oh, no! You should have had that, man. That should have been a pig.
Well, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Oops, I dove. That's That's the second pick I should have got. He didn't look up.
A good pick up there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing.
Come on, defense.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Ryan, incomplete.
All right, one more down, and we'll be good.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Let's go! You made up for that interception that you missed earlier.
The 39. And a return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned decision ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. That was good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, and he will take this one in for a
And
touchdown.
that's how we start.
Great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go defense.
He'll start on the ground. It's a Gordon on first down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Play action. Ryan. He's going to let this one go.
Whoa! No! Yo! I know y'all saw that, right? 2 guys. I jumped. Wow. That's crazy. Let me see that again. Yo! What the heck? What is this? Wow, that's crazy.
Tying up this football game.
Defense, you're slacking.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, but big guys leading the way.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Come on,
Look at
Bucs.
the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody could hear my smile on that play.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
Come on.
The ball comes
Block
out,
for
and
me.
it's incomplete.
It's been my
I just need
observation
one
that's Friday
more
play
second.
calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It takes good. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Rodgers going to throw. Now working.
No, come on.
And the Buccaneers have it.
Y'all gotta hold your gloves.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down in front of the ball.
Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get it
Come
down
on,
to
defense.
47 here.
The offense is
A good
slacking
pickup
again.
there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Ryan on second down. Looking left side, and he's got him in.
Oh my God! Now the defense slacking.
Tampa Bay. Demetrius Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Come on, man.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, now he pulls him over.
Come on! If you could just block, that'd be great.
To about the 35-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so
Oh, my
that they were in
God.
striking distance. And the
Y'all
clock
gotta be
was
faster.
not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Oh,
Inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Wait, just a couple more seconds.
And it results in a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
Come on.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Down the right side, it's McCaffrey. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout.
Should I go for it?
With 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I'm going for it.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara.
Got the
And he's
first.
able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm going to just kick the field goal.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards away. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
He got a face mask. How? Wow, we don't need that.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll
Always
have
say
a
they don't
short
have field
field
goal
here on
range.
1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. It is double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, week 8 of the NFL season. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
As long as we don't make stupid mistakes, we'll be
And
fine.
here now the offense heading back out there. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
No! That's not what I meant to do.
And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That is my bad.
Interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays.
Yeah, I'm not throwing that. Give me one next play.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, quick hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his right.
Come on. Gotta give me that ring. I wanted you to go up to plus you. But I don't need you to
scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he hits that one incomplete there. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time.
Come on.
And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Come on. Give me those blocks. And he's injured
They
now.
bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Come on, defense.
One play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive and throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They run it here with Gordon.
Holding.
And he'll get it up to the 30-yard line.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. He fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This whole defense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun.
Let's go, Jenkins!
His guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game with a 4.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the puck.
Whoa!
Brought down. Ezekiel Ansah. In there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's a time for a few more turning points.
Lee, you gotta keep your hands on those, bro.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're telling me.
The receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated it.
He finds Corey Davis.
Come on.
Ended up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Jenkins, you're MVP, man.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins, and his guys will set up shop.
You're the MVP.
50-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rodgers to throw, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, That kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Oh my God, this game.
First down.
That's
Sometimes
crazy.
Just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to.
And he's across for the touchdown.
That's the game.
And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch.
Malcolm
especially on
Jenkins,
defense, but
bro,
that
you're
touchdown there,
MVP.
You got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position.
You
up past the
are
45.
the MVP.
There's no downplaying it. We all
I'm
knew
surprised
this
that
was a
even
critical
happened.
possession.
I didn't even
And
see
to get a
it.
return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing now is Ryan. This is Gordon on the dump ball. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Time of factor as Ryan will hustle into the line. And now he stops it with his spike at 8 seconds. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Here's Ryan.
And that's the game.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Malcolm Jenkins, 3 interceptions.
And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Yeah, that's
Then with
right.
the Eagles.
That's right. Then against the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it.
Great dub, Malcolm Jenkins, MVP.
About that victory.
If it wasn't for him, we would not have won this game.
They remain one of the hottest teams out there as the wind moves.
All right, Malik on Fleek 3.0 out. Like and subscribe.